everyone. In today's section, I, Kirti Vishwanath, Assistant Professor, Department of Biotechnology, going to deliver a lecture on the topic DNA replication, DNA structure and type. Now let us see the synopsis, which includes the following: introduction, definition, history, properties, type, structure, replication, type of replication or method of replication, conservative method, dispersive method, semi-conservative method, function, conclusion, reference. Now let us see the introduction. As we all know, the DNA is a double helix molecule which works in antiparallel direction. That is, if one strand runs in 5' to 3' direction, the opposite strand will run in 3' to 5' direction. Deoxyribonucleic acid is a molecule composed of two chains that coil around each other to form a double helix, carrying genetic information. The two strands are also known as polynucleotide, as they are composed of simple monomeric unit called nucleotide. The nitrogenous bases are cytosine, guanine, adenine, and thymine. The bases are divided into two, purines and pyrimidines. Now, let us see the definition. Deoxyribonucleic acid, more commonly known as DNA, is a complex molecule that contains all of the information necessary to build and maintain an organism. All living things have DNA within their cell. Now, let us see the history. DNA was discovered by following scientists. Frederick Griffith discovered that a factor in diseased bacteria can transform harmless bacteria into deadly bacteria in 1928. Rosalind Franklin X-ray photo of DNA explained the X-ray photo of DNA in 1952. Watson and Crick described the DNA molecule from Franklin's X-ray in 1953. Properties of DNA. First, size of DNA molecule. The size of DNA molecule depends upon the number of nucleotides present in each of the DNA molecule. Next, fragility of DNA molecule. As already we know that fragility means the chance of breakage. So, the fragility of DNA molecule is determined by its length. Larger DNA molecule above 2 into 10 to the power 8 Dalton is highly susceptible to breakage. Now, denaturation. The separation of two strands of a DNA is called denaturation. Denaturation is brought by temperature and alkali solution. Renaturation. As there is a denaturation, there must be renaturation also. The denatured single-stranded DNA can be made into double-stranded by cooling and naturation. हम लोग denaturation में heat provide कर रहे हैं और renaturation में cooling provide कर रहे हैं. Now let us see what is hyperchromic effect. The principle of hyperchromicity is used to distinguish double-strand and single-stranded DNA. Types of DNA. There are three major forms of DNA: aDNA, bDNA, and zDNA. What is aDNA? aDNA is one of the possible double helical structure which DNA can adapt. aDNA is thought to be one of the three biologically active double helical structure along with bDNA and zDNA. It is a right-handed double helix fairly similar to the more common bDNA form but with a shorter, more compact helical structure whose base pair are not perpendicular to the helix axis as in bDNA. It was discovered by Rosalind Franklin, who also named the A and B form. She showed that the DNA is driven into the A form when under dehydrating condition. Now let us see the diagram. As you can see in the diagram, the 3' to 5' direction is in the upward form, up of 5' to 3' direction strand. Now, B form of DNA. B form of DNA is a right-handed double helix DNA which was discovered by Watson and Crick based on the X-ray diffraction method or pattern. It is common of DNA exists under normal physiological condition, as you can see in the diagram. Z-DNA. Z-DNA is one of the many possible double helical structure of DNA. It is a left-handed double helical structure in which the helix wind to the left in a zigzag pattern instead of to the right, like the more common B-DNA. Form Z-DNA is thought to be one of the three biological active double helical structure along with A and B DNA. As you can see in the diagram, structure of DNA. Structure of DNA. We all know DNA is a double helical molecule. See, if one strand runs in 5' to 3' direction, the other will run in 3' to 5' direction. There are two groups. One is minor and one is major group. The distance between these groups are 3.4 angstrom, and the distance between the antiparallel strands are 20 angstrom, and the bonds which are present between these antiparallel strands are hydrogen bond, and in the 3' side OH group is present. Now, replication of DNA. Replication is the duplication process by which a DNA molecule produces exact copy of its own structure. Replication occurs inside the chromosome. It occurs during the interphase. The parent DNA strand functions as a template for the synthesis of new DNA strand. New DNA strand is produced by semi-conservative process of the two strands produced. One strand is in parental strand and the other is second strand is newly synthesized. Means you can see in the diagram that one strand is parental strand and one is the strand which is synthesized. DNA replication requires the following components: DNA template, a primer RNA, DATP, DGTP, DDTP, DCTP, magnesium, DNA unwinding protein, superhelical relaxing protein, DNA polymerase, RNA polymerase, ligase, deoxyribonuclease, SSBP, and replication starts at a specific point. Replication starts at a specific point called origin. As you can see, where the DNA helicase enzyme is attached, it is the point where the replication will start. At the site of origin, the two strands separate. This separation is brought about the enzyme called helicase, DNA helicase enzyme. The enzyme DNA gyrase holds the replication fork. It relieves the strain caused by unwinding. About 45 base pairs are melted at the origin to open up the strand. DNA is a double helix. The two strands are wrapped helically around each other. Replication requires the separation of the two strands. As you can see, there is a DNA gyrase enzyme which holds the fork and the helicase enzyme which unwinds the DNA double helix, and one is parental strand and one is daughter strand. The daughter strand, which is of 3' to 5' direction, is leading strand and one is lagging strand. And you can see there are small strands which are known as Okazaki fragments, which are formed when the DNA replication occurs, and there are small strands which breaks during DNA replication. Types of replication. There are 3 types of replication: conservative method, semi-conservative method, and dispersive method. As we all know, conservative method, the word conservative means it conserves full DNA, means there are the parental strand. From the parental strand, the two replicants will be formed after first replication, as you can see, and in the next, from that replicants, another two daughter strand will be formed. Semi-conservative method. Semi-conservative replication, which is very important. Semi-conservative replication describes the mechanism of DNA replication in all known cell. It derives its name from fact that it produces 2 copies of the original DNA molecule, each of which contain one of the original strand and one newly synthesized strand. The structure of DNA is described by this method only. As you can see, the parental strand unwinds and the single strand forms, and after that the strand which is of red color is newly synthesized strand, and the black one is parental strand. After second replication, again these 2 strands which was formed in first replication, they will act as a parent and another new strand will be formed. Now, dispersive method. In dispersive method, what happens? As you can see, the parental strand divides into 2, and one is parental strand, the black one is parental strand, and the red one is new strand after first replication cycle. There are small black strand, the portion some of parental, then again the new strand, the daughter strand, then again some strand of parents, and then again new strands. What are the functions of DNA? It is the genetic material, therefore responsible for carrying all the hereditary information. It has property of replication essential for passing genetic information from one cell to its daughter cell to form one generation to next. Crossing over produce recombination. Change in sequence and number of nucleotide mutation which is responsible for all. Variation and formation of new species. It controls all the metabolic reaction of cell through RNAs and RNA directed synthesis of protein. Conclusion. DNA is very important for life. DNA replication semi-conservatively. This means that during replication the strands separate, replication occurs, and when 2 daughter DNA are formed, each one contain one parental strand and one new strand. Thank you.